up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? Check your little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Shake your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Shake your little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Shake your little piece, wanna see some more?
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Penix to the air right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready. Set.
Richardson. And this is incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hey, smash. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Okay,
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. first down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Seahawks at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Panther Street! Panther Street! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
19 Lion! Shut up! Buffalo 18! Go Street! Go!
Back to the air with Richardson. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Let's go now! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler! And up!
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's caught by Mike Evans, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here. A
really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Touchdown, Rams! Breece Hall. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Rams have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections. And now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go! Dragon 60. Ready?
Richardson working from the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
B.J. Ojulari, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Come on. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Let go.
And looking to throw, Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready? Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Get up. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going for it. Penix being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To the air, Penix. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll go play action here with Penix. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll throw with Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Penix. He completes it to Evans. Fighting through, and he's got space. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Come on, set. Buffalo 18.
Here's Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On the set.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again, Penix. This is caught by McMillan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of 2 things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Ready up. Let's go now. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Go.
Richardson looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Take go.
They go play action with Richardson. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Cougar 19, go!
A quick throw there out to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready, break! Let's go!
Off play action, Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jameson Williams, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now it's Richardson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Shut up.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70. Cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
He's going to let it go again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tucker Kraft,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They'll find McMillan here.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Chop 60, chop 60. Ready, ready?
And looking to throw, Penix.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans, 56 yards.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
79 Broncos. Street. Dragon 60. Ready.
Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
7 Pirates, 7 go!
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go. Ready.
A give running right is Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Quick throw complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Chris Godwin
From 4 yards out.
and the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
19, Tiger, 19,
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 6 Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
Again, it's Richardson. Throw finding Thornton over the middle.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Richardson.
He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's go. Hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on. Set.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
18. Hut, hut.
Back to the air with Richardson.
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Hall again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here's Penix.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Penix to the air once more. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down.
Come on, set.
In motion, the tight end.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw with Penix. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set up. Warrior 70. Come 19. Come 19. Check go.
Now it's Richardson.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Completes this one to Thornton.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready, set.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Set. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Now Hall to start the drive to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball again on second down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover.